Hey guys, here's another video for another deck. This time I'll be playing a Gan'trak deck, which I'll show you the deck list that I'm using here for. This one's focused on draining courage as fast as possible. So you have Gan'trak, Nethuar, Roldoy, and Emnoul. Emnoul is pretty key here because it just lets you instantly take out a creature as soon as you get them to zero courage. And a lot of my attacks, like Delook of Doom, Riptide, Degenerate, Fear Projection, they lower your courage, as well as Quad's minion ability, and Roldoy's Intimidate. I'm not set on my attack list yet. As you see, my build points are not perfect, but I'm just trying out different things. Music are not super important in this deck since you'll be discarding them, but sometimes you do want to cast a music in certain situations, and I just have some healing and 2 Predator songs to play with. As for locations, I have Shardcrafter's Workshop for battle gear for Roldoy, and so that they don't get flipped down, because that's really important. Armbands of Lore are really important for Quad to give him that boost and courage to help win his stat challenges. Phalanx Portcullis is super good. Kiru City Tunnels is might be questionable, but I think it's really good since these attacks don't really focus on dealing damage. They're mostly to lower courage and to cycle through your other attacks, like with Squeeze Play. So the Kiru City Tunnels usually hurts your opponent more than it hurts you. Riverlance is super good because you don't really care about music and you just take 5 less attack damage. And Lore's Chamber of Recall is mostly for Danian decks. Still searching for a match here. I'm gonna try and at least get 1 win, so it might take a game or 2 to do that. But yeah, this deck's really fun. I really like Gan'trak decks because you can do so many different variations. I have a different one where I try to focus on draining power instead of courage, and I always run into them and see different unique combinations of creatures. So I really like building with Gan'trak. This deck is actually really one-sided, so either you're winning super hard or you're losing instantly, because the main counters to this deck is Battle Gear Destruction. As you can see, Roldoy needs this Battle Gear to protect your chieftains, and destruction of Quad's Battle Gear is really hurtful for him because then his courage will be lowered and he can't win challenges from Nethuar as easily. So yeah, like Magmamite, Gear Glissando, Surprising Rifts, super easy to counter this deck. Mepedian decks are also really annoying because they run Song of Shelter, so that'll protect them from Quad's ability and Emnoul's, and they usually just deal out way too much damage. And I don't know, you have a limited amount of healing, but it really isn't that much. And I mean, Strain of Clarity here and Carnivore's Keening. Those are basically just for discards. Strain of Clarity is in there only if you run into a really nasty, like, Mirage, like the Mepidem Mirage, where you have to move to that space. Finally, we got a match. Okay, this is doable, I think. These creatures don't have too much courage, so I think I can pretty easily drain them, and yeah, but we'll see. The Ursus dagger decks are really good, so it's gonna be tough either way. But the other weakness of this deck is just burn, because you don't have any negation music. Your creatures are kind of squishy. Quad only has 55 HP, so you can't really do anything about it. Okay, looks like I'll be able to just blast away Smeldon. But I'm willing to bet that he's running a Gear Glissando, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So I'm going to move Roldoy up here and move him back. That was so much damage. That's why the Ursus Dagger deck is so good. That was the deck. This is the exact deck that I played my last game, my last video. But thankfully he doesn't have a lot of courage on his creatures, so I think I can pull this one out. I'll use Quad's ability, get him to 0 courage, and discard 2 music, and that should be a dead Ursus. So the thing that typically happens with games when I play this deck is I use Emnaul and destroy one of their creatures, and then they're like, okay, I really can't do anything about this, so they just, okay, there's a Song of Shelter. That's totally fine. So then they're like, I can't do anything about this, and people usually concede, or the other side of it is, I can do everything about this, and then I usually concede. So I'm pretty sure he's just gonna kill me next turn. That's unfortunate. I'll be willing to bet that he has another Song of Shelter that I'll have to get through. And That's a pretty good location. That'll negate his Bodil's dagger, more or less. So what I'll be trying to do this game, or this combat, is try to get him burn another Song of Shelter if he has one. Though it would be nice to win a combat without having to use Emnaul's ability. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend the music, because that Sinocentric Wrath is gonna kill me. Oh, it didn't, but I'm gonna have to spend these musics and see what happens. Okay, he's just gonna kill me with the ability. That makes sense. That's alright with me. Okay, what's nice with this location is that he won't be able to play any Mepedian music that he has, which is a big plus if he's running Girglosando, or I'm positive he's running a Mirage to negate attack damage, which unfortunately works on attacks with Gan'trak. Okay. Yeah, I figured he wouldn't want to attack me there. Gonna have to attack Taphael then, which is alright. Yeah, I'm not too confident I'm gonna win this one, but it would be nice if I could get a win in this video, but it's not necessary. I'll just, if the games are entertaining enough, I'll just upload it. Yeah, I gotta think of a better attack to replace Disempowerment combo with, because this attack is pretty situational. With this Delug of Doom and the Degenerate next turn, I should be able to... Yeah, Gan'trak's ability will kick in. Flash kick, okay. He's probably trying to set up for a nice location. Don't know what that would be in his case, but I'm positive he's trying to make his next location something that's not a Dranicus threshold. There's a Girglosando. That's okay. So he's probably gonna... I don't know what he'll do actually. I would have probably... Oh, the Girglosando didn't even work because of this location. I also, Runic Grove, isn't that funny? Okay. I guess He doesn't want to play Mepedian music. That's fine by me. Ooh, Charter the Brave is about to wreck him. That's really good. That's a great start. I don't think he can actually do anything about this. Yeah, I think that's game. Okay, I'm glad I got that. Okay, let's see if we can find one more game. Because usually it doesn't go that well for me. But yeah, I need 2 build points to fill out. That's kind of a oversight on my part. I'm trying to think of some attack that would fit in this deck that might be better than another one here. I could take out a Fluid Flame and put in another 2 build point attack. Well, we're waiting. I guess we can just do that and look at some attacks. So attacks, 2 build points. Let's see what we got. Well, I can already tell you from this that I'm most likely going to lose. But we'll see how competitive I can make it. Almar, this Almar here is probably the most meta creature you can use. It is so easy. Literally, you can throw him into any deck and he'll be super helpful. But I'm surprised he's not running 2 of them, but I see what he's trying to do with Syrian, so he can give him fire again, but again, I don't know. Okay. Oh, a Phoenix Belt. Yeah, this Quad is definitely dead. I'll be lucky if I can get 1 attack off. If I can get off this Riptide, I can probably kill Takinam with a discard. I just hope he doesn't kill me before I can attack. Fantastic, okay. Let's do that. Yeah, I'll just need that 1 Riptide, and then I can use the Quad's ability, put her to 0 courage, if I have to. If I can survive 1 more turn, then I can just play a squeeze play and not have to use that ability, but I don't expect that I will live this combat at all. Combustion Carnage, that's interesting. Okay, there's a Cannon of Casualty. So that Phoenix Belt will do 20, and that cannon will do 50. And with how the burst is stacked up, I don't know if I'll be able to use Emnaul, because then I'll be out of combat. Oh, he's trying to burn down this Quad too. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a Keening on him. And I might have to use a Geo Flourish on the other Quad. Wow. Refrain of Denial, really. What a weird card to run. Well, I guess not that weird, but burn decks usually just run burn music at all and no denial whatsoever. What do I want to do here? I think I'm going to cast one more Geo Flourish. Because at the very least that makes him waste music counters. No, that... Okay. See, I passed my turn back too quickly. I didn't expect it to just instantly kill me. I thought I was still gonna live. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, against... I don't know. I really just hate playing against burn decks because, I mean, it's no fun. You can't do anything about it if you're not suited to specifically counter burn decks, you know. Well, let's see what happens. Strain of Ash, yeah, there it is. So... I'm pretty sure I'm just dead already. I don't think I can live. He'll use Ulmar. She has strike 10. That's 10 more with the location. That's 30 damage. Right there, right off the bat, without even an attack. This might give me a chance here. If I can get one Drain Courage attack, I might be able to put him to 0, and doesn't look like it. Looks like the most I can do is 15 damage. I can try and Evaporize and see if I can last one more turn to draw a better attack card. But to be honest, I should have just played the Aftermath Feint. Yep. Real fun game here. Just can't do anything about it. Which, I mean, I don't expect to do anything about burn decks with my deck. I don't have any sort of defense against them, so they're just annoying to play against because they're so popular. be honest, if I was him, I would just run 2 Olmars, because while running Syrian is okay, it's just usually for quick burst damage for like 1 or 2 combats. But with Olmar, you can deal 20 damage every turn. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to survive against this, I don't think. Unless he just deals a bunch of 15-point attack damage to me. Just looks like what he's going to do. I don't know. I'll have to get lucky with my next attack to even have a chance at winning this. Yep, that's game. Oh, it actually got him to 0. How about that? Well, at least I take down one of them with me. But he's obviously gonna kill me back, so... yeah. That's game. Okay, let's finish what we were doing here with the attacks. I need to take off Fluid Flame, or one of those, because to be honest, I've never had to use this card. I have it in for Degenerate, but I usually save Degenerate for like a finishing attack, if anything. So, Caustic Cascade is something to keep in mind. Maybe I'll run one of these stat fail for courage attacks. Where's the courage version? Terrifying Tackle. To be honest, this isn't very good looking to me anymore. Because if I have him under 50 courage, that's only 15 damage plus 10 from the Nethawar challenge, so that's 25 damage max. So that's honestly not too good. Let's keep looking. Maybe an Extinguishing Flame. Oh, Extinguishing Fountain, I mean. That could be useful versus burn decks. And I mean, it's still 15 damage like the other attack would be in most cases, but this could actually save one of my creature's lives if I use it at the right time. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's run one of these. How bad could it be? But yeah, that's the video. I'll make another one in a few days probably with a different deck.